Welcome to Integrity Inspire, your daily dose of inspiration and motivation, featuring the bright and talented members of the Integrity Marketing Group family. Now, here's your host, Integrity co-founder and CEO, Brian W. Adams.
All right. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for joining today's Inspire podcast. We're so excited to be back on with all of you guys for today's Inspire podcast. We got exciting news that we're adding another great partner. Earlier in the week, we're able to add the Rumbos to the Integrity family with Yellowstone. And today, we are excited to announce that the Valdez Group has joined the Integrity family. As part of this partnership, Eric Valdez and Kim Harper-Valdez, who are president and vice president of the Valdez Group, respectively, will become managing partners here at Integrity. The Valdez Group is one of the great family businesses in the financial services industry based out of Ohio, and they have this mission to serve middle American families with tailor-made financial solutions. And the Valdez family brings great experience and incredible coaching to their agents and agencies and help them build just a world-class organization. And as part of the Integrity family, they'll now have even more resources to propel their growth into the future. And so without further ado, I am honored and excited to welcome Eric and Kim Valdez to the Integrity family. We're so honored to have you guys. Congratulations. We're super excited to have you as partners.
Well, thank you, Brian, and I appreciate those kind words. We are truly grateful that this day has come for our company and our family of managers and agents, and we are also very excited for what Integrity will undoubtedly help us do in these days ahead, and it feels really good to be a part of this winning team. When my wife and I left our corporate jobs, it seems like almost a decade ago, Brian, that we hoped and we prayed that we would have the ability to achieve what we have in this industry. And, along the way, we've created some pretty amazing memories. And just as important, we've built some relationships that will last a lifetime. And I'd like to say, Brian, that we are obviously in the relationship business. And from the beginning, Kim and I made a commitment to always prioritize people. And when you do that, when you serve them first, nothing but great things can and do happen. And we wouldn't have gotten to this day without the relationships we have made, especially the mentorship of Mr. Barry Clarkson and Rob Jones, who have helped pave the way for our partnership with Integrity.
What's so attractive about Integrity is your heart for service. Eric and I feel like it's a privilege to be in this industry and serve our clients and our teammates. Integrity is in the service business just like we are, and it's important to me to share those values in this new partnership. From our friends in this industry, we have learned firsthand the powerful changes Integrity is catalyzing. Barry and Rob have such a strong legacy of leadership, and we knew that if they trusted Integrity with their future, we absolutely could too. We're excited about the people in this partnership and the opportunities it provides us to learn as well as build relationships with additional amazing people. I'm truly blown away by the opportunities our managers and agents will now have to accelerate their businesses and careers.
Well, listen, we are so excited to have you guys as partners. I mean, this is just such an incredible thing that we've been able to partner together. And we have just really, it's been an honor to kind of join you guys on this journey. And I love your heart for serving others. And what you were really, your heart for this industry is really huge. But really that heart of service is just such a important part of, I think, everything that we're doing here at Integrity. And it never gets old for me to hear people talking about that this is a relationship business. Mike Wingate, when we first started Integrity, is one of the things he would continually say is, guys, we can never forget this is a relationship business. Tom Sheath would reiterate, guys, this is a people business. Let's make sure we treat people as people. And even in our mission statement, I mean, we talk about making things even more simple and ultimately more human. And it's because this is a people business, and we're honored to serve people and really be able to come alongside people like yourself to help improve others' lives. And this partnership is just such a natural fit. And I'm excited about the opportunities that our partnership will bring to both of our companies. And really, the enthusiasm you guys have about this industry is just one that inspires me in a big way. Now, Eric, I know you guys didn't start out in the insurance business. In fact, you just mentioned that you guys had corporate careers and you found the insurance financial services business later as part of that. One of the things I love hearing, and our partners love hearing, is the partner stories about how they got into the business, what drove them into the business. And your path is, I think, unique. And I was sharing with somebody the other day, just the fact that every time we bring on somebody new and we have one of these Inspire calls, you learn something new. You really do learn something new. And a lot of people think that people were born with a silver spoon in their mouth and they just showed up here. But all of us have chosen this field, work to serve others in a big way. So I'd love to hear about how you got into this business.
Well, sure, Brian. Well, I grew up in Southern California, but I've spent the better half of my adult life here in Ohio. In my previous corporate job, I was doing just fine, but really in hindsight, the work that I was doing was just unfulfilling. Something was missing. And, it wasn't about needing more money or getting a fancier title, but I wanted to do something that really mattered in this world. I wanted to make a difference. And so seems like 10 years ago, I very cautiously came home to my wife, Kim, and told her that I wanted to leave my job and jump into this industry for the next phase of my career and for our future. I wanted and I needed to take this leap of faith, if you will, and take control of my career and our future. And to be honest, Brian, I knew that the risk was not taking the risk. So after some great relationships in this industry, I felt that this work provided my family the path that I wanted. I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge that some of the relationships that we developed and that had an impact on us are some of the partners that are on this call, and they know who they are. Thank you. I started working part-time at first, and as soon as I realized that the only thing that was holding me back from reaching the same numbers as others was that they put in more hours than I did. So if we fast forward, our family really has not looked back. And since I made that transition, I feel blessed for what we've accomplished, and especially being able to work with my wife.
Well, Brian, when Eric first told me that he was leaving his job, I'll be honest.
You're like, what?
I know. It's like very scared. And to be totally transparent, the mama bear in me was like, okay, my husband may be going crazy. I'm not sure. Let's check this out. Let's hear him out. Well, I was working in corporate America, and initially I kept working while Eric started part-time in this industry to see if it was everything that we were hoping it could be. Eventually, Eric's passion for serving convinced me to join our new family business, and I finally saw his vision for creating something special for ourselves that would also help others. The number of people, both locally and nationally, we've been able to serve so far has probably been our greatest joy and accomplishment.
I can't imagine what it was like when Eric came and told you, hey, I'm gonna quit my job. I'm gonna go and do this. And whenever I started Integrity, I was single. I didn't have any kids. Didn't really have all that much to lose. And so I look at people like what you guys went through, and I'm just in awe, because that takes such a leap of faith in such a huge way to say, I believe this is the right step for us. I think this is the right thing we should do. And then the reward that you've gotten, and more importantly, just like you just said, Kim, the amount of people both locally and nationally that you guys have been able to serve is exponential, because you took that leap of faith. And that is just so inspiring to me. And just, you're both such great examples of courage. Where does that passion come from? What inspires you guys?
Honestly, Brian, it's hard to believe we've reached this point in our journey. We still feel like it's a mom and pop shop just getting started. But I think a couple of things that have inspired us along the way is truly our faith and the relationships, like we've talked about, we make in and outside of this industry. Faith helps us to see how important it is to lean on something other than our own understanding to succeed, right? We know didn't get here on our own. And we also know that our future is way brighter with the support of all the amazing people on the call. We believe faith is an action word. This influences our desire to serve, so we use our passion and resources to serve our community regularly. This industry gives us an amazing platform to serve people with financial protections, but it also allows us the time and resources to better serve in our church and in our community. So let me take just a minute, to brag on Eric a little bit, because the way he carries himself is not only an exceptional example to our team, but he inspires our family every day. Eric brings that servant leader mindset into everything he does. This is one of the reasons he was awarded a relationship building honor a few years back. He is always so positive. He inspires me and others around him all the time to push forward to their own unique greatness.
So you said something that just really jumped out to me, that faith is an action word. It causes you to move. It causes you to take a step, right? And, faith without action, I don't know what it becomes, right? And so I love what you just said, and it's really about serving others. And I think you guys are just role models for the type of character of people that we need in this industry. And so, first of all, I want to say thank you for taking that action, that step in joining this industry in a huge way, because I believe that, as we talked about even previously, this is a people serving people business. I mean, this is one of the most noble businesses that anyone could ever be in, and everybody wins, and we're able to serve more people by serving each other. It's hard to fathom how powerful that truly is, but it's so true that we get to be in this business that you're able to step out in faith and to serve other people and help them plan for some of the most important days of their life. And I just believe that is just such a powerful thing. And one of the things that drew me to you guys whenever we first met was this servant-hearted mindset. And I can say you guys are part of the Equus Group, and some of the incredible people part of the Equus Group that we've been able to partner with, like the Rumbos this week and others. I mean, you guys all have just this servant heart. And I think that when you do that, Zig Ziglar said, you can have anything in this world that you would like if you help enough other people get what they need, right? And so it's one of these things that being able to really, to be able to come along and serve each other is just something that I am just so honored to be able to partner with you guys. Now, your video is one that I just love. I mean, you guys are also adventurous. You guys do some really cool adventurous stuff as well, and you're just the fun people to be around. In fact, in your video, you guys even go zip lining, which is one of the coolest things. It takes a leap of faith to jump off of that platform and sail through the air. But Eric, I also understand not only are you adventurous in business and zip lining, but you also like whitewater rafting. Is that right?
Yeah, I do, for sure. No doubt. I love to, I love it when I get a chance to spend some time with my family, and we love getting on the river for sure. And I guess, kind of what entails there is we kind of gather all of our gear together, and we spend a lot of time enjoying that water. And if I can say, it's actually a pretty good workout too. One of the things that I love is when you're paddling through those rapids, that your adrenaline pushes you, and it of course definitely pushes your body as well. And of course, while enjoying, every moment of it that you can. The preparation and the focus you need when you go rafting are very similar to the preparation and focus that you need to put in to reaching your goals here in this industry. And in both situations, Brian, you do not want to flip the boat. So here's what I know. Yeah, not flip the boat. So here's what I know. We're all on the same river. We all have the right guides, meaning our mentors and integrity. And with all of the right resources, the ones we have now, and with this great support system around us, you can truly enjoy the ride.
Wow. What a great analogy. That's a very deep and great analogy about really having to prepare and and then be able to enjoy that ride because you're all in it together. And that's one of the things I've whitewater rafted before. It was so cold, bro. Like I don't like cold. It was so cold, and I'm not that like like I don't want to fall in, and God knows what happens after you fall in. So it's like, don't flip the boat, don't fall in. But there's something truly about this point that when you're on that raft together, you've all got to be in it together. You've all got to be rowing in the same direction. And that's one of the things I love about what we're building here at Integrity is being all in this raft together, going further and faster than we could ever go alone, and creating so many great memories at the same time. And I know you guys, as I mentioned, you also zipline with Barry and Rob, which are two of the coolest dudes in the world. And really, on a serious note, you guys have truly continued to inspire me, continue to inspire a lot of us here on ways to come together, be able to, take faith as an action word, take a step, be able to serve others with purpose. And I think that's one of the greatest callings is serving others, which is what we're all about here at Integrity. And there could not be better partners doing this on this journey. And so, speaking of Barry, I wanted Barry to jump on and be able to say congratulations to you guys. Barry, man, good job on the zip lining. I'm kind of glad you didn't go whitewater rafting. That could have got a little dangerous, but zip lining, you look pretty set.
Well, thank you as always, Brian. And, Eric and Kim, congratulations. Welcome to the Integrity family. Welcome, all of the partners. You're going to find out what just a great group we have together. And, you look at that team and under Brian's leadership, truly, I think you guys are poised now to double and triple and quadruple your business. But, Brian, so many things you acknowledged about Eric and Kim are exactly right. They're givers. They possess a mental toughness. They've gone through some challenges in our business, and as we all do, and as we all know, a lot of people cave in those difficult times, but they responded like champions and have gone out and built a great business. Both Eric and Kim set the pace. They are do-it-first leaders, and they don't ask their team to do anything that they've not done. And Eric and Kim have led at every level, from recruiting quality people that embrace their core values, to being in the field, to literally picking the phone up anytime someone calls. And it's exciting. I was thinking, Brian, this morning, I did not know Eric Valdez. It was Rob Jones' relationship who's sitting beside me. And so Eric or Rob lined up a call for me to talk with Eric and Kim. And I had been at Equus, Brian, maybe a week, right? And Rob had told me, he said, "Hey, Barry, the company's doing a couple hundred apps a week or thereabouts." And I got my first production report, and it was 46 apps, Brian, right? So Eric, and we're getting on talking about Equus, and I remember telling both he and Kim, they said, "Barry, can you tell us about the company, your vision, where we're going?" And I'm thinking, I'm just hoping to make payroll next week, right? But I remember telling...
There's a lot of people on this call that can relate.
Well, I told Eric and Kim both, I said, I want to be crystal clear. I cannot guarantee or promise you we're going to be in business 90 days from now, right? But we do have a shot. And of course, Rob is making gestures at me, right? I won't even repeat some of the things, but talking about, is this your great recruiting pitch? But what I admired about Eric and Kim is they took that challenge and they knew that we were ground floor. I think they wanted to be a part of something that they could make an impact in. And they've done that, Brian, at Equus, and their leaders here, and just two of the most wonderful human beings you'll ever meet.
Wow. Well, there's no doubt about that. I've loved getting to know him personally, and for sure I would agree with you. Speaking of Rob, what were those gestures you were giving Barry over there?
I'll have to share that with you privately, Brian.
You're like, what are you doing? What did we bring you into this deal?
Brian, I got to say, man, it's hard to put into words how excited I am today for Eric and Kim. You know, as I sit there and listen, you hear them talk about serving others. That's the one thing there's a lot of things, but if there's one thing I've always admired is that Eric and Kim have always not only had a heart for the consumer, but also when they hired an agent, it was a big deal to them. You know, they wanted to do everything they could do to serve that agent, to put them in a position to win for their family. And, you know, Brian, one of the things Barry says often, and from the beginning when we started, is he said, you know what, I've never in 40 plus years ever seen anyone have any longevity in our business that didn't have a passion to serve the consumer first. And that's always stuck with me. And that's always, I believe, described Kim and Eric so well. And I have to second something else that he said is one thing I've always admired about Eric is I think to go out there and build anything, you've got to lead from the front. You know, you've got to be a do-it-first leader. And that's one thing about Eric and Kim is, you know, they've always been out there leading from the front, setting the pace for the agency. And they did it week after week. No matter, you know, if they had a great week or a tough week, they were out the next week getting after it and fighting again. So, you know, Brian, one of the things I not only want to welcome them to the Integrity family, but one thing, Brian, you say all the time is it's going to be a lot of fun. And so far, it has been nothing but a joy to work with Integrity. And I'm excited for Kim and Eric to experience what we've experienced.
Wow. Kim and Eric, that's got to be special to you. And both Rob and Barry, and you guys are all such incredible leaders. I understand. So you guys, Equus, for those who don't know, Equus is one of the most special businesses. We've been able to partner with Barry and Rob and others that are just, you know, have just incredible foresight for this business about serving others. And it's all about serving others, similar to Family First Life and the Alliance and ASB and North American Senior Benefits and many, many more businesses we've been able to partner with. But you guys have a huge family reunion or a big meeting this week, right, in North Carolina, that this is going to be a special celebration for you guys as you all come together and collaborate and really show even others that are just getting into this business that faith is an action step, right? That stepping out, making it a commitment to serving more people, helping more people is huge. Tell us real quickly about your big event, because you guys have a massive event coming up that I know that we're all excited about.
Well, we are very excited about it. We are in Charlotte, North Carolina tomorrow. We're at the JW Marriott downtown. And Brian, we started off we had capacity for 300. We went to 480 or 500. And I know we ended up registering well over 700 people for the day. It is a showcase Equus Integrity event, and we're just thrilled. And what we're thrilled about, number one, is to welcome publicly the Rumbos and the Valdezes as managing partners at Integrity. But Brian, I think probably 50% of the crowd have never been to an Equus Integrity event. And this is going to be their first exposure. So we are absolutely thrilled about it and think it is going to continue to help set the pace for the remainder of 2022.
Wow. You guys are going to have an incredible event. And whenever you bring in 700, just put this in perspective, 700 leaders from the business coming together in one place. I mean, this is what happens out of that leadership. It can change the industry. I mean, it can change the trajectory of the industry as people get this passion of serving others. And so we're so excited for you guys. And Eric and Kim, on behalf of all the partners, hope you can hear this in all of our voices, how excited we are to have you as our partners. Congratulations, guys. Super proud to be your partner.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right. It's going to be a lot of fun. Well, hey, thanks again, Barry, Rob, and the rest of the team there at Equus. Good luck and God bless on your event. Before we wrap up today, on the cover of the Wall Street Journal this morning, I was reading on the very front page of the Wall Street Journal. I mean, this is the highest, most important part of the Wall Street Journal. To get on the front page is like impossible. You got to be doing something incredibly important to do this. But What this, on the cover of the front page, on the middle bottom, if you got the journal, it says, I'm reading it this morning and it jumps out. It says, forget Employee of the Month. Try praising colleagues every day. And it says companies are encouraging employees to give thanks through different recognition programs. And in fact, it goes on to say that proponents are saying that asking colleagues to praise each other helps create an atmosphere of positivity that doesn't feel top down and feels actually organic, that they're being able to be recognized by their coworkers. Well, that's what we've been doing here with the Inspire 100 for years. Literally, we've been doing this Inspire podcast for a couple of years now. And everyone we get on and we try to just recognize an employee for going above and beyond, 100%. And it's not a manager recognizing someone, it's a coworker saying, I want to recognize you for going above and beyond, helping me in a big way. And even now in the Wall Street Journal, on the front page, the business world is saying, this is really important. And we know how important it is because it's so nice to be recognized. So if you have anybody in your office that you just want to say congratulations to, thank you for being helpful. Thank you for being encouraging. Thank you for being supportive. Thank you for going the extra mile or doing whatever it is. We want you to send that in to inspire@integritymarketing.com because there is something powerful about coworkers recognizing coworkers. And you think about the joy that brings by doing that, not only for the receiver, but also the giver, because they're able to be recognizing their coworkers. And I encourage everybody to take a moment just to find somebody you want to just say, man, they're doing a great job. And so if you have the Wall Street Journal, be sure to read that. It's a cool little article that I thought was fun today. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining today's podcast. Hopefully this was really well worth it because you get to meet a couple of other incredible new partners that have this heart for service to go out and change the industry for the better and to take this leap of faith to serve others. And so hopefully we can all learn from that and even take a bigger leap of faith today as part of that. So hope everybody has an amazing day, rest of the week. We got some exciting things happening here in Integrity, and we are truly just getting started. God bless you guys. Have an incredible event in Equus, by the way. Hope you guys have an incredible event as well. Appreciate everybody jumping on today. God bless you guys.